Alright, so it's been a while since I have trained with the bastard sword. Been busy moving and blah blah blah. First of all, I want to apologize for the dog barking behind me. There's nothing really do about that. So anyway, back to the bastard sword. Now this is one of my favorite swords throughout history, but the problem is it's quite heavy if you're not used to it. It's roughly. See, I'm 5'4", so it's roughly about 4 feet long, give or take, and it's got a little bit of weight. Not, I mean, you can swing it with one hand, or you can put a second hand there if you start to get tired, or you need to put some more power into a swing, something like that. But what I want to talk about today is kind of gradually building up. Uh, going to go through the angles of attack very slowly. Like I said, I haven't trained in a while with this sword, and I'm a little out of shape. I admit that freely. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go slowly like that. Now, the thing with this is you have to imagine, you can't just be swinging it, going through the motions. You have to imagine that you are actually chopping at your opponent or slashing at your opponent, no matter what the weapon is, whether it's, an English bastard sword, a Filipino Chris, it, whatever, a katana, a dowel sword, uh, no matter what the weapon is, a stick, it's the same motion. Now, here, whenever you hit this point, the full extension of it is theoretically where that impact is supposed to be. So you really have to train your muscles right here. Whenever I'm holding the weapon out here, of course I feel it in my wrist, and I'm feeling it not so much up here, but definitely in my shoulder and chest muscles and in my forearm. So that's why it's good to do a few exercises like this. So we can move the sword back and forth. Then we can lock our elbow. Do that. And we could extend our arm so that you're kind of combine those motions. And I'm already starting to hurt. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while. But that's why it's very good to condition yourself. I mean, you can do push-ups and sit-ups and lift weights and all that, but you're not really working the same muscles in the same way. It's still very good to do strength training, absolutely, but you use completely different muscles whenever you're fighting with weapons, with melee weapons. It doesn't really matter if it's a tomahawk, a hammer, a stick, whatever. You're still going to do the same motions like that. Then you come up. Now, sometimes the upward swing is where it's better to use the two-handed grip. And also, you're not just moving your arms, but you're moving your whole body. So I'm going to move my body this way, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. And if you've seen on like Lindy Beige YouTube channel, he talked about how the two-handed greatsword, it was used to fight through pike formations. And that's basically how it was used, was just knocking pikes out of the way. Now, I don't even know if I could swing a great-handed sword, two-handed greatsword, rather. I would love to have one. Cold Steel has a pretty nice one. It's a little pricey, though. But yeah, so that's the important thing, is just take things slowly when you're getting back into it, especially if you're kind of out of practice like I am. And I would actually recommend starting out with, a stick. Of course, stick fighting is great. I carry a stick everywhere I go. Cold steel walkabout. Start off with sticks and knives, and gradually you can get up to heavier weapons, your axes, things of that nature. I hope you never have to use one in combat, but it's, I love weapons training. It's great for physical conditioning. It's fun. So that's my video. I hope to be posting a little bit more later on. So thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please leave it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.